Monday, the, not quite sure, 20th, 21st of August, somewhere around there. Maybe it's later than that. Not quite sure. Not the point of the post. Oh, all sorts of reflection happening here. I've just been for a 20-minute walk, and it feels so good to be outside and enjoying the beauty of the day. But gosh, it's hard to get up and get moving when you feel so unwell. So yesterday I was managing what I think was an acute liver or gastritis attack. It was so freaking painful for hours, and my stomach became really distended and I felt sick, and it didn't matter what I ate or drank, and that was just awful. And I've got altered sensation in my hands and my feet, which is not neuropathy. It's not that severe, but it makes temperature control really difficult. But this walk this morning had become important for two things. One, I know the importance of exercise, and I know the importance of movement, particularly for digestional problems or for any problem. And I was just getting to the point again where I was feeling so incapacitated and so debilitated by this stupid chemotherapy that I kind of wanted to prove it wrong. It's really hard for me to watch and listen and be exposed to people who who are in the gym, who are exercising all the time. It's not about a lack of want to. There's just incredible shame attached to that for me, for not being able to do it and it not being helpful for me. So I used to be a high performance athlete. I went to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I could run 2 or 3 hours trail running. I was a competitive sports person as a kid, and now to be in this situation where 20 minutes of walking is going to put me to sleep for 2 or 3 hours is hard. But I do remember listening to Janine Shepherd, who was an Australian Winter Olympic athlete whose career was cut short by a motor vehicle accident. And when she had to learn to walk again, she set about it like a training regimen, and she documented just from when she could move her right foot and her left foot and how many times she got up and down off the floor. Well, that amount of record keeping exhausts me at the moment. It is good for me to know that that's a possibility, and that's helpful, and that's useful. And the other thing that's become really apparent to me around this whole cancer thing is like the diet culture, there is a lot of food shame. I'm trying to get a better angle because I feel like there's heaps of so much food shame. I was really triggered by this. So this was something I've had to deal with a lot. So body image issues as a child, I talked about that a lot in the beginning of these videos. That led to unhelpful relationships with food, family of origin stuff, coupled with poverty mentality around food from my father. Thanks baby boomers who had to live with parents who lived through the Great Depression. But it's over the last few days I've been so uncomfortable and in so much pain that the food choices that I make, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't, and it really put me into a food shame spiral. And then my husband last night, claiming he was innocently just trying to work out what the best thing, like, should I go to emergency or not, asked me what did I eaten, and the tone of the questioning and just the fact that he was questioning what I had eaten just threw me right back to, please don't go down this route with me. Please do not ask me what I'm eating. I've made significant changes to my diet. I am drinking. I am reduced my caffeine intake. I've got supplements coming out the wazoo. I am incredibly knowledgeable about this, but right now I just need to get through this. And questioning me about my food choices is not helping. Where that sent me was I didn't want to go to the hospital last night because I didn't want to talk about that stuff. I did not want people shaming me about my food choices. I did not want... and then I've got a doctor's oncology appointment on Monday of next week, and I don't want to have to talk to her about this. I don't want to have to talk to her about the pain in my liver, which is a significant side effect of chemo. And I know that if that happens again, I have to go and tell somebody medical about it, because it could be a symptom of something much worse. So it's like, okay, if I need to confront all of this stuff, yay, but it's not great, and it's not fun, and it just confuses the whole, how do I heal? How do I keep myself healthy? And I think this is why I react so severely when people try and tell me what I should eat, what I shouldn't eat, how I should eat. It's just like, bugger off. You don't know me. You do not know where I've come from. You do not know what it's like to live in this body. You don't know any of that stuff. So do not come at me. I will paper mache you with kale. I think that this is a really interesting thing, and I've never given it much thought before. And given that my company, Purple Co, we work with a lot of high-achieving, high-performing women post-cancer, I wonder how much of this stuff is not being addressed because we don't know that it's there. And I wonder how many people who are serving women with body image and diet culture problems, because they are massive problems, there's nothing healthy in that at all. I wonder how many of them don't know about this. So I'm just curious. I'm also curious to come back to this video with some perspective, because I started to get scared of food, and which means I won't eat. And for me, that period, there's a period in my life where I was scared of food and I didn't eat, and people told me how good I looked because I was so skinny. I was a traditional size 8 to 10. I'm usually a 14. And I got so much positive reinforcement because I wasn't eating. I don't want to go down that path again. And I'm already looking at the scales that they put me on every time I go to the clinic going, ooh, is there a reduction in the number? I'm already, looking at, can I lose weight during this process? Like all of that stuff has crept into my life again, and I don't want it. And I don't know if I've got the fight for it, because fighting that stuff on top of can I get up this morning is just really hard. Now I've made myself cry, so I shall go.